Hi, this is Erma Grego from Senior Perspective. Today we decided that we would come and visit a bookshop. Since the weatherman provided us with the weather that we have and it's raining, we thought maybe a good idea to come and visit the shop and perhaps take home a book and read and curl up by the fireplace and just have a good time with your book. Hi, Sandy.
Hi,
we
Erma.
decided to come and visit you today.
I'm happy to have you.
Thank you. So today our guest is Sandy Petrosky of the Sandy's Bookshop on McMurray Road. Sandy, how long has the shop been here?
It's been here almost 20 years, Erma.
20 years.
Mhm.
Oh, and who started the bookshop? Do you remember?
Nancy Christiana started the bookshop. Nancy had it for almost 17 years, and then I purchased it from Nancy in 1995.
Was it called Nancy's Bookshop then?
Yes, Nancy's Fireside Book.
Fireside, that's
Book
right. yeah.
Exchange is what she called her store.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And Nancy retired, and I bought it when she was ready to retire.
Oh, and how long has that been?
In 1995, almost 3 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-huh. So, well, like you said, you started your business, what, 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how long have you been, well, you've been the owner then
Yes.
for that long. What are your hours?
My hours are 10:30 until 5:30 Tuesday and Wednesday, 10:30 until 8 on Thursday, Friday and Saturday 10:30 until 5, and then I'm closed Sunday and Monday.
Sunday and Monday. Mm-hmm. You'll get a breather then.
A little bit, yes.
Uh-huh. What about your prices? How do you price your books?
The books are priced 50% off of the cover, unless otherwise marked, and then some of the books are marked differently inside. Some of the older books that are out of print have a price of 95 cents, some 50 cents. So we've priced them to bring them into line with today's market.
Mm-hmm. That people can afford.
And that they can afford, yes, yes.
Okay. How many books are in the store? Oh, my.
There are over 34,000 books.
Oh, my goodness. You counted them all.
Yes, for inventory, yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And how old is your oldest book?
Oh, my oldest book is a book in French from 1832.
1832?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is the oldest one.
So, and who are some of the more popular authors that you have?
Well, for a lot of the women enjoy reading Sandra Brown, Nora Roberts, Rosamund Pilcher. They also enjoy reading, and they're romance.
They're the romance
novels.
books. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women also enjoy reading Patricia Cornwell, Elizabeth George, Sue Grafton, who is a mystery writer. Cornwell and George write thrillers. They're a little bit more gory than just a straight old mystery, an Agatha Christie mystery.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so do you have children's books also?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes,
you have a
quite
special
few.
section for the children?
Yes, we do, and it's a touch section. The children are permitted to go in and pick out their book and put it back, not always where they got it, but that's okay. I want them to be able to touch the books, to be with the books, and when they make a decision, they're pretty sure of what they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I know that children never put anything back where they've got it from.
And that's all right. We're user-friendly here with children particularly.
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to go alphabetical and all that.
Absolutely not. It drives some of the adults crazy when they come to look for a particular author of a child's book, but I say that's a children's section. And it will remain a children's section for the children.
Yeah.
I also have a few toys back there for the younger ones who can't read yet, and they like coming in and playing and talking on the phone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, what type of out-of-print books do you have?
I have quite a few out-of-print history books, out-of-print romance books from the turn of the century in the late 1800s.
What do you mean by out-of-print?
That means that they were printed years and years ago, and that they're not being printed in the present by any publisher. The books, a lot of the out-of-print books, as I said, were printed in the 1800s and early 1900s. And there are many, many collectors all around the country who collect only books that are out of print by different authors.
Well, that makes them quite expensive then, or...
Well, they can be expensive. I try to price my books lower than the market value. There's many, many books that have been written. We call them price guides. And I try to price my books, a few dollars underneath the price guide's price, because I want them to be affordable.
So where do you acquire your books?
I acquire them from customers who bring them in. I go to auctions.
Book auctions?
Book auctions, yes.
Another kind of auction.
Another kind, yes. I also have people who call me and ask me to go to their home to look at their libraries. Perhaps they're moving or they're downsizing and they don't have space for all the books that they have in their library. Or someone has passed away and they want to distribute the books. I also do appraisals. If I do an appraisal for a collection, I don't buy them. That just isn't fair to the person. It's one or the other. So.
There's a lot more to a bookshop than what I thought.
Oh, just a little bit. Keeps me busy.
What do you do with the books that you can't use? Now, I'm sure there are some that you can't use.
Well, the
in your
books,
shop here.
You're right. There are quite a few books that I can't use, and what I do, I donate them. I donate them to the shelters in Pittsburgh. I also donate them to nonprofit causes, such as the Peters Township Community Day. I contributed a few books to them, and they will give those away on Community Day.
Will you have a booth up at Community Day?
I wish I could. I don't have anyone to watch the store that day, or I would love to do that.
Well, perhaps maybe by next year.
I hope so.
Somebody
Yes, I hope so.
can do that. Do you have help at the store here then?
Well, I have my two daughters who help, and I also have a friend, Josephine, who comes once a week, and she helps me shelve books. And that's about the sum
Well,
and
that can be an
substance.
everyday job, though, to shelve the books, doesn't it? I mean, whenever they're coming back, you have
Yes.
to put them in the place where they belong.
Yes, and Josephine does that very well. And my daughters come in, and if I need to be somewhere and they're available, they will come and they'll watch the shop for me.
Okay. What makes your bookstore attractive to your customers?
I think first and foremost, it's the price. My prices are, as I said, 50% off of the book cover price. And with the price of books going sky high in the past year and a half and going even higher, it's a good place for people who enjoy reading but really don't want to put that kind of money out for a brand new book. And many of my books are like new. I call them gently read, and many of them are gently read.
Now we'll get into some of the trade things now.
Okay.
How does your trade program work?
If a customer brings books into the shop and I need them, then I give them credit based on, again, on the cover price of their book. And then when they purchase books, I deduct that from their purchase price.
Oh, okay.
So
So that's how the free books are, how they get the free books in that
They
then?
get the free books by purchasing books here, and when they've purchased $50 worth of books, then they do get a $5 book free. But there's two ways of saving. Well, three actually. They can save by the price of the book, they can save by bringing books in for trade, and they can also save by buying, for every $50 that they purchase, they get a free book. So there's a three-way savings for customers. And for people who enjoy reading and read a lot, it does become rather expensive purchasing their books, let's say at one of the major book chains. They save a lot of money by coming here.
Yeah.
And also I give them free coffee. It's always here.
Well, that's always something good. I know I worked at the Canonsburg Library, and I was shocked to see that how many books they read in a week.
Yes.
I mean, they would take 3 and 4 books out, and they'd have them back in about 2 or 3 days, something like that. I was surprised. It takes me a little longer to read a book.
Me too, but I do have a lot of customers that read a book a day, and some 2 books a day. They're just very fast readers.
Yeah, they must be.
Yeah.
I have to really get into it and, digest every bit of the book before.
I'm like you. Yes, I do too. It takes me a while.
Yeah. Okay, now here's a good one. What is your niche market? Niche?
My niche market?
Yeah.
Yes, my niche market is probably romance. Over 50, I'd say probably 60% of my customers read romance. And then the next, I'm looking back at the mysteries. Probably the next most popular would be the mysteries and thrillers. But the niche is the romance. It is the backbone.
By niche, you mean the most popular or something?
Well, the most popular, the books that I sell the most, yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, we answered this one. What type of books are your best sellers? And that would be your romance.
Romance.
What do you think your customers enjoy about the store? That's a good one.
Oh, well, I hope they enjoy the prices. And I've been told they enjoy just coming in, and I try to make everyone feel welcome when they come through the door.
I know you have me, and when I came in here and saw all these books, I thought, oh, I didn't know there were so many books around.
Yes, yes, quite a few. And they enjoy, I think, coming in and just talking, sometimes just talking about problems that they might have, and everything that goes on in the store stays in the store, and people know that and trust me, and I think they enjoy coming in just to visit sometimes too. Yeah.
Sometimes that helps.
I hope so. I'd like to think I'm providing a service to the community.
What do you have most of in percentage-wise, the female or the male customer?
Probably about 65 to 70% female and 30-35% male. I do have a lot of male readers who come in for the thriller, the war,
Adventure,
and westerns. Westerns are very popular. Yes, very popular.
Oh, I like Western movies and all that. The old Western movies and that.
John Wayne.
Right,
Yeah.
there you go. Do you provide incentives for your customers?
Well, they get the free book for every $50 that they spend. And from time to time, I do have coupons where if they spend $20, they'll get a $3 off. Also, trying to think.
Do you have them here at the store, or do you put them in the paper? Or,
I usually keep them here at the store. Also, I have a moving buy two get one free sign,
yeah,
and
I saw that sign over there.
and I move it each day throughout the store, and the customers know that, and they kind of look for it to see which department that it might be in. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is your favorite author?
Oh, that changes from book to book to book. Right now, my children's favorite author, though, is Dr. Seuss, and his book, Places You Will Go. It's just a wonderful book for people of any age. I noticed that it's on the bestseller list this past week, and the reason probably is because of graduation. It makes a wonderful graduation gift. I do like Elizabeth George, and I do like, there's just so many. As I said, each book that I read, it becomes my favorite book.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have books that I like because of the cover. I have pretty books, and those are books that have leather bindings, and the bindings are really pretty. And so I like books not only to look at, but also to read. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw you do keep a bestsellers list.
Yes.
For the customers to look at.
Yes, it comes in handy. A lot of the customers do look at it and check to see what's on the bestsellers list.
And you do have the bestsellers here then?
I have a lot of them. I don't have all of them. But I do order new books for customers. If they want a new book, I can order that for them at a 20% discount. And that way they can, save a little bit of money that way too.
Well, back to, we had your favorite author now. Favorite book?
Oh, one of my favorite books. Let's see. Cynthia Freeman's Come Pour the Wine was one of my favorites. I just read Grisham's new book, The Street Lawyer. That was, I thought, one of his best books. Each one that I read becomes a best book.
Yeah. Well, I can see where that would happen.
Yeah, I have a lot to choose from, just a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I like Grisham myself.
Do you like Grisham?
Yes, I do.
Oh, did you like The Client? Did you read that?
I read that. Yes, I really did. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, a lot of people think that was his best book.
But now he's come out with something better?
I think so. I think The Street Lawyer is very, very good.
I'll have to read that one.
Yes, I highly recommend it. It's not in paperback yet. It just came out last month in hardback. But I thought it was well done. Yeah. Very well done.
So, well, this has really been interesting. I mean, there's so much here and everything. It's just I don't know where to end or anything because there's just so much here and all. So, and I do thank you so very, very much for, well, really opening my eyes because I've seen your sign out there for years, all these years and everything, and I never even thought of coming in to look.
Well, I'm glad you did come in.
Yeah, me too. I'm really surprised, and it's really wonderful what all you have here.
Well, most people are surprised when they come in the door. They're like you.
I know.
They've driven by year after year after year, and then one day they just say, I'm going to do it. And they come in, and they cannot believe what we have here.
Oh, I was
just
shocked.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yes, most people are shocked. Yeah. We try to fit a lot of things in a very small space.
Yes.
We're kind of outgrowing this space right now.
Yeah, you're really bulging at the seams here.
Yes, we are. We
books.
really are. But there's always room for one more book. We always make room.
Make room for another
We make
one.
room.
So, well, this has been very interesting, and I thank you so very much for your interview and that. And you really opened my eyes as to what all is in a book shop.
Well, thank you for coming.
This is Erma Grego from Senior Perspective. we forgot to mention that Sandy also has rental books, of which I'm taking one home, and I'm going to return it next week. And Sandy, you made me very welcome, and thank you for very much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on our next Senior Perspective.